Welcome back, my karma babies. Yes, we are about to sit down and enjoy this delicious meal together. As always, I'm happy to have you here. So come on and let's get started. Beautiful karma babies, how are you today? I am doing really well today. Let me tell you. Well, first, let me show you what I'm eating today. Um, Everything here is homemade, and we're going to get started. I have some chicken and dressing, homemade from scratch. I made the cornbread, did it all. I have some collard greens here. It's got some ham in it. And when I cooked it initially, I cooked it with ham hocks. So that's my one vegetable. And then I have some of my chicken here. Let me turn it around so you can see the chicken. I have a leg, I have a wing, and I have some parts of the chicken breast here. And here I have a little broccoli salad. It's like a broccoli slaw. Oh, you know what? I'm going to show you. I tried it the first time the other day, and I really like it. Um, I got it from uh, Walmart, and it's broccoli slaw, and this is the way it comes. And it's got shredded broccoli, it's got some red cabbage in it, and there's some carrots in it. So I'm about to get started eating. Look at that. Look at that plate there. Yum yum, right? Yes. Okay, so let me taste the dressing. Of course, I tasted it because I cooked it, so I had to taste it to make sure that I had the proper seasonings and everything in it. So let me show you. Here's my dressing, cornbread dressing, and a little chicken right there. It's very good. If you want my recipe for my dressing, as I told you, I do have a cooking channel. And what I'll do is I will leave you a link below so that you can go and get the recipe for my dressing. It's very good, very delicious dressing. I have celery in here, onion, celery and onion. I have bell pepper or green pepper. And I put a can of cream of mushroom soup in here. And I also put butter. Well, just check out my recipe. You know, you can make it a little bit different every time, but it's very good. I don't use stovetop stuffing. Never. No stovetop stuffing for this family. Okay, and these are my collard greens. See the greens? And it's got meat and all that in there, and they're very tender and very juicy. Uh, an excellent vegetable. Excellent. And what I like about foods like this, especially, they get better the longer you keep them in the freezer. You can put them in the freezer, and they will stay deliciously fresh until you take it out and unthaw it and heat it up again. So I really want you to try this broccoli slaw. It's very good. Very good. Let's show you. All I did was add a little mayonnaise, a touch of vinegar, and a little sugar. See? And I made it, it's a slaw. That's all. And it's very good for you. Carrots and cabbage. Very tasty. I put a little sugar in my slaw because I like for it to have a, I put the vinegar and the sugar, you know, it kind of balances each other out. Makes it taste really, really good. Oh, and I'm going to drink some water. In my trusty mason jar. That's what I'm drinking, water. So, how was your day today? What did you do today? How was the weather where you live? Here was a beautiful, beautiful sunshiny day here. Very beautiful day. And it's actually Sunday. That's why I cooked such a big meal. It's Sunday, Sunday dinner. And I went to church. I really enjoyed it today. And today is actually Martin Luther King's birthday. And that's what we celebrated at church today. The children sang and did a little recital. It's very, very nice. I really enjoyed it. You know, when Martin Luther King was murdered, assassinated, I was a young girl and I lived in Chicago. And I can still remember the day that it happened. I think I was about, oh my goodness, 20 years old. Very young. I guess you could say almost that was the day the whole world changed for me. I saw the seriousness of this world. And I was working my first job out of high school. And like I said, I lived in Chicago. And I lived on the west side of Chicago. And when that happened, it was chaos. Chaos. The people there burned homes and buildings and stores. They were so frustrated. They were so sad. For a lot of young people, that was the day that, you know, a lot of innocents died. And like I said, your eyes became wide open to the horrendous way that we can treat each other. And He stood for so much more than that, but he also died for that. He died for a lot of people. He died for everyone to be able to be recognized for who they are as a human being. He did not have one particular set agenda, I'm for these people or I'm for those people. He actually wanted equal rights for everyone. So today is a special day, his birth. And if you've ever heard any of his sermons, you'll know that he knew that his life was going to be short-lived here on this earth. You could, his sermons are just awe-inspiring. And so I went to church, came home, family wanted chicken and dressing, so that's what I made. It was so good. While I've been talking, I've been doing some damage here. um, yeah. So, did you tell me what you did today? Some good cold water. Look at that. Good cold water. I put ice in it today. Usually I don't put ice in my water. I don't know why. But I put ice in it today and it's delicious. Okay. Usually after I eat a big meal like this, I'm done for the day. Oh, as I was saying before about my the cooking channel, if you would like to go to it, check it out. I did a big Thanksgiving dinner, so you'll see my recipe for greens. And for the stuffing. What I like is the different texture. This is very, very soft, creamy and buttery. And then this is very crisp, crisp, delicious. Um, I live with my husband and my one of my daughters and my granddaughter. And so when I made this, I made 2 chickens. I don't make one. There's only 4 of us, but I made 2 chickens, and I usually make 2 chickens. And one of the reasons is because I love when I cook like this, I love to have leftovers. you know you have to have some leftovers. So with 2 chickens, yes, we will have leftovers because um, we did a good 10 in one. So if I don't feel like cooking tomorrow, I don't have to. I really don't. I might add another vegetable to it or something like that, but not necessarily. Or I might take the chicken and make chicken sandwiches if we don't want a whole meal. hmm Chicken sandwiches, or you can take chicken salad. I knew it was something else I wanted to tell you guys. Um, mm, what I want to tell you was a lot of times people will just get the rotisserie chickens from the store, and I think that's if you don't feel like cooking, they are very, very good. Very good chickens, and you can make salad with them, and they're already prepared, and usually they cost the same amount, sometimes less than, if you bought a chicken and roasted it yourself. The only problem I have with that, and tell me guys if you have the same problem, when I eat those chickens, I tend to, um, I don't feel good afterwards. I feel kind of itchy because I know that the chickens that they serve have steroids and everything in them. When I buy my chickens to cook at home, I generally try to buy the best that I can afford. Or, I try to get it steroid free and all of that because I can really tell the difference. I could tell the difference. If this was one of those chickens that you buy at the store, when I got through eating, I would just feel a little bit of an itch, a little bit of an itch. And I think it's the preservatives and the steroids and everything that's in there. Mm. Bothers me, but it does not bother anyone else in my family. So, mhm, I just usually try to, it's a little more work, but I feel better about it. A little more work, you just season it, stick it in the oven. What's so hard about that, right? It's not hard. And you know you're getting a nice fresh chicken, no steroids, no preservatives. You know, I mean, we got so many unhealthy things around us. I mean, just about everything we eat. You have to be really careful and look at the ingredients. Um, just try to eat as healthy as you can. Try to eat as healthy as you possibly can. You know, I know that sometimes, especially with younger people, you're working, you get off of work, and you stop by and you get chicken already made. I did it. I did it. I understand that. Um, you know, I am of the generation of TV dinners. You know, right around the time when they first came out. And oh my, to have a TV dinner was like, oh wow, I have a TV dinner. Because you were so used to cooking your own food. So when you had a TV dinner, it was like you were splurging because, of course, it did cost a little bit more, you know, you had to get a TV dinner for everybody. But now they make the big family-sized TV dinners, so yeah. And when TV dinners first came out, excuse me, I don't know if they even had microwaves. I remember seeing commercials, you know, because years ago they would tell you how to, you know, how to feed your family and what a good wife would do, and how you should be dressed when your husband came home from work. Now it's almost the opposite, right? Because, you know, it could be a house husband, you know, how is he dressed when you come home from work? Does he have his hair all done and his pretty shirt on and smelling beautiful of cologne? That's how they used to tell the women. When your husband comes home from work, he wants to see this beautiful lady in the kitchen and the house is clean and the children are all nice and saying, hello, Father, how are you today? Boy, I tell you, things have changed. And it's not always because it's what we want, but, you know, it really got to the point where you needed the two income families to pay for everything. And you still need it, even more so today. But I think it was nice when women stayed home. If they wanted to now. Not because society told them to, but stayed at home because they wanted to be at home and they wanted to be a major, major influence on their children, you know, on raising them and just being there with them all the time. Oh, look. Oh, my karma babies, I love talking to you guys. You bring back some memories that I talked about. I talked about today. I talked about Martin Luther King and a little bit about what happened the night he was assassinated. I remember walking from my job down the street and seeing buildings around me burning. It was so frightening to see your entire neighborhood just go up in flames and in ashes. And for what? That is not what he taught. But, you know, people get so frustrated that they get angry. And so they just resort to anything, you know, they resort to tearing down instead of building up. And he was all for building up. He was for building up. Wow. What a great man. So, yeah, I live in the South. And tomorrow's a holiday because we're celebrating his birthday. And it's a national holiday, so it's being celebrated all over the United States. He did so much, and I wish he was still here. And I know his family wish the same. And I wish that we could learn from our mistakes. You know, it's unfortunate, but not a whole lot of things have changed since then. Since his assassination. Not a whole lot of things have changed. What's that saying? There's nothing as constant as change. So, Karma babies, I have enjoyed talking with you. And these are bones here. This has a bone in it, but a little meat there. I'm going to eat that. What does the granny always tell you? What does granny tell you, Karma babies? Always clean your plate. I hope you enjoyed this dinner with me, babies. And if you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe and like it and let me know. Give me some comments. Let me know what you would like for me to do in the future. I'll be happy to perhaps cook something that you want. Okay, Karma baby. See you in the next video. Bye-bye, baby.